Greetings and Chatelet, everyone. This is going to be a quickie review of automatic knives, mostly out the front. And I've reviewed some of these previously, not these exact knives, but similar. But I'm just going to tell you what I know. This is a strictly ad lib, so here we go. The last thing I just got was this Microtech Ultratech. And this is an OD, black hardware, black blade. The date on this is August 2018. Serial number is 100,000 something. So I'm assuming they made a lot of these. The deploy button on here is metal. It's really rough, and that's why I use a Band-Aid on here to protect my skin, because it gets rough after a while if you use it a lot or just play with it a lot. But anyway, there's a double-edged blade, black, about 3 3/8 inch. And pocket clip. Very nice knife. Now the next size down in the current Microtech line is the UTX 85. 85% the size, they say. Now the blade material on here, you might be able to see that there if I can focus in on it. M390, right about there at the base of the blade. M390, I don't know, M390, maybe L-Max is something similar. This particular one here is in the turquoise, black hardware. This is dated, what is this, sometime in 2017, February 2017, a year and a half older than that. Serial number 4,700, whatever. Trigger on there is a little harder than on the other one, but it works pretty good. Single edge blade, and this blade actually says L-Max on it, and you can see that down here at the base of the blade. If we can focus in on that, L-Max. I assume L-Max and M390 are pretty similar. Let's see, both of these have glass breakers, of course. It's a little ball on the end of that thing. The blade, like I said, on the Ultratech was 3 3/8. This is 3 1/8 on the UTX 85. And here's a little UTX 70. I think they're going to discontinue these things here. But the blade on here is somewhere around 2.6, I guess. Maybe not even, maybe 2.4. And definitely a little bit easier to deploy than the other ones, but not bad. It's got bright hardware on it, which is not my first choice, but it's the only one that they had. This is dated 12/2018, serial number 2873. Guess they don't make too many of these. And my last out the front is this Benchmade Infidel, but it's actually a mini Infidel, even though it doesn't say mini on there. And it's got the side button. And there are some new Microtechs coming out that are going to have a side button like this. They'll look like the ones on the current Microtechs, but they're going to be on the side, and I think it'll be a little bit wider than those skinny ones on the Microtechs currently. So on one side it says Benchmade, and on the other side it says McHenry. I had a McHenry and Williams at one time, but this just says McHenry. And also says D2 there, which I suppose might mean D2 steel, which is a kind of a more primitive tool steel, if that's what that is. I know D2 I had on those $300 or whatever they were, remember William Henry knives? Not so great. Here is the last of the 5, and this is a Protech the Dawn. This got green handles and black hardware all around, and this is out the side, not out the front. And there we have, I forget what this is, about a 3 1/2 inch blade. And what does it say there? Protech USA. And on the other side, what do we have? Whoops, I'll stab myself here. Protech the Dawn. And I'm not sure it's saying anything about the serial number. PR6. Doesn't seem to be saying what kind of steel it is. I think they use a fairly good steel on here. But anyway, there's the out the side. And the rest of these are out the front. And I definitely have a preference for out the front. These Benchmades here, this one here anyways, retail $360, $100 higher than these Microtechs. I think this one was around $245, the UTX 85, and the UTX, not UTX, but rather the Ultratech, which is the full size. And yeah, I just like that better. It needs to have a good safety on them. It is, when you do that, the blade stops and it's loose. And so you might get a tiny bit of penetration there, get a little superficial cut, but good enough of a safety. You don't get hardly any penetration. And so there we are. And who doesn't have a, see the the $360 Benchmade doesn't even have a glass breaker or anything that would suit as a glass breaker. And I don't think the Protech has anything like that either. Nope. Now, one thing you have to be careful with the Protech when you put it back is sometimes you can push the plunge lock button down and you can get these to catch, and the blade might not go all the way in, and you'll see the button won't be all the way up. So whenever you put one of these Protechs in your pocket, automatics, I'd recommend giving a little extra squeeze on that blade. Make sure the blade's all the way in and the button's popped all the way out. But anyway, there's 5 of these Microtech, Protech, and Benchmade knives, and that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you.